Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Comrade Stanley Osazo Sakwenohodin, the CFO man, we don't do so many CFO for the people of Edo State, don't come out today. Come talk about the Edo State governor, Monday Okpebholo, no fit read 2025 budget. Make I leave you, make you for hear from Comrade Stanley Osazo Sakwenohodin. Wetin he talk concerning the governor. Enjoy the video.
Separate from what is obtainable before, because if we say let us adopt the existing culture that we have that has created room for that development in the country, maybe that is the reason why they are trying to create some selected change right now by having some group of hype men working with government. This is the first time in history where hype men will be associated with governance. What we know hype men about is club related activity, birthday anchor, MCs and thereabout. But what we have today is no longer the hype man activity has gone beyond where hype men is supposed to be restricted to. What we have today is hype men in governance. No, now. The only way that we are supposed to be seeing is physical infrastructure.
Madden, no Madden. Since yesterday, where is SLSC? Go present budget for House of Assembly. Ekbema here. They no rest since yesterday. They are crying up and down. Why the governor go make this kind of mistake? He got they made mistake.
It's a very beautiful good morning to ever conscious Edo people worldwide. I remain my humble self, your noble right activist, Comrade Stanley Osaze Osakwenohodin, the Coordinator General Edo Diaspora Connect Worldwide, the CEO Stanley Sadi Enterprise, in fact, the CFO man Edo State. Yes, as a qualified citizen, I think I reserve the right whatsoever to discuss on the issue that borders on the administrative jamboree that took place yesterday at the Halo Chambers, Edo State House of Assembly. It was a presentation of an appropriation bill designed to manage the affair and the financial activities of the Edo administration in 2024. It is a beautiful one at that, because according to them, they said it's going to be a budget for development and a budget for a new rising of hope, or a rising Edo, as the case may be. What I found worrisome was the fact that those who own the budget, who came out with the budget design, were not able to actually identify the amount that was appropriated for such activities come 2025. This is not an attack, but rather to set the matter very straight. First, I have people working with me. Even if they are going to do something for me, I would direct them, this and this and this is what you will bring for me. If I must have given them all my ideology, I expected them to put it on writing, either by words or by figure. Which simply means that I must be privy to such document, owing to the fact that it is born out of my brain, my ideology, and what I think will be the roadmap of development of the said entity that I'm supposed to manage. And if at the end of the day, I, Osakwenohodin, is coming to present it to members of the public or those that are within the purview of my administrative cycle, I should be able to know the amount that I promise the people to spend and how I can be able to garner the resources together to achieve what I have planned for. Because an appropriation bill is just like a financial plan. It's not as if the money is on ground already. No, it may not be on ground, but certainly government is going to come out with different ideology on how to generate resources to actually enforce the nitty-gritties on the budget. I found it so worrisome that the governor in himself, who owns the document, find it very difficult to explain or to tell us exactly what the document entails. Then let's leave the physical part of it, or let's leave the mistake. Nobody that is not privy to mistake. But believe you me, there are mistakes that will give room for an opportunity for others who have the ability to think twice and to look into details what is actually transpiring. First, no matter the level of accusation that who accuse the governor of Edo State in respect to his academic competence, it must not get to this particular level where what is owned by you, what is written by you, what is nurtured by you cannot be identified directly. It therefore means that these are figures written by some selected interest and expected the governor to read it out to members of the public. No matter how you accuse the governor of academics, but as far as this is concerned, believe you me, a thorough investigation will reveal that those may be written figures from selected interest group. And I think Edo must look into that area very critically. Put on your thinking cap, according to what President Bola Ahmed Tinubu told the Northern governor when they were fighting the tax reform bill. I have not taken time to read that tax reform bill, but I, for one, I saw the statement from the presidency where the president told the governor of Borno State to put on his thinking cap. I'm not supposed to pass here. To put on his thinking cap. So I think it is expedient for us as a people to truly put on our own thinking cap in Edo and see the intricacies or the issues surrounding the figure announced. Because get it very clear, if I was Holding is saying in the year 2025, in the year 2024 that just expired, as the case may be, or in the year 2025, Stanley Real Estate Enterprise is going to spend this for this, going to spend this for this. We are building infrastructure where for us to have an efficient service delivery for our clients. These are these we are going to achieve, and these are the budget framework, and these are the process we are going to follow, and this will be the financial implications. So if we are working, this particular amount of money is going to this, this one is going to this, this one is going to this, and this one will be this. We are going to put this on savings. How are we going to now generate this money? We are going to generate this money from what we get from this proceed, what we get from this proceed to achieve this and to achieve that. Then at the end of this, we should be able to give a thorough explanation of what our plans are. Now, do you know the painful part of it? We live in a society where people play politics with everything. That is why we are not developing. Now, when Governor Okpebholo does what is right, Okpebholo comes out to say, what this governor did is right in respect to this. People will tell you, stay one place. Today you say you do right. Tomorrow you do wrong. What they expect from you as a political party faithful, when somebody does what is right, tell him that it's bad. That is purely political extremism. Say it's the way it is. Let you wonder why Peter Obi recently said that he supported the tax reform of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Was he not the one who contested with Tinubu? But for the fact that that policy framework to him is absolutely very okay, owing to the fact that he has read the core paraphernalia of the bill, he have no other option than to say yes. Despite the fact that I am not in support of the presidency, considering my political stance, but in respect to the collective interest and destiny of the Nigerian people, I totally support the idea of the president in respect to the tax reform bill. So, in the same vein, when you see what is right, if you see something, say something. Do not bend it because of your political affiliation or because of the fact that you are not in consensus at the den with the Ombo Lugumaki of the said individual. Because you are not in agreement, you say, no, I will never subscribe to such as action, owing to the fact that I am not politically aligned with this set of people. So for me, I am totally against them. I think that we should be able to say it the way it is. So in respect to these particular actions, people are laughing. People are looking at the physical blunder. I'm not looking at the physical blunder. I'm looking at the interest behind the budget red. And if you take a cursory look, as far as this issue is concerned, believe you me, you will understand the point I'm trying to buttress. Now, beyond that, some selected people who saw these glaring blunders are still here, saying, "Hey, no man, that is the no man there. It not me. Is it English that want to chop?" Governance touches all tributaries of human endeavor. Please don't mention any name. Governance touches all tributaries of human endeavor. First, as an individual, you must understand. Also understand that governance is beyond physical embellishment, healing, or say, hey, because what I'm seeing today is different from what we've been seeing in respect to governance. Or let's say maybe they are bringing in new change, separate from what is obtainable before. Because if we say let us adopt the existing culture that we have, that has created room for that development in the country, maybe that is the reason why they are trying to create some selected change right now, by having some group of hype men working with government. This is the first time in history where hype men will be associated with governance. What we know hype men about is club-related activity, birthday anchor, MCs, and thereabout. But what we have today is no longer the hype men activity has gone beyond where hype men is supposed to be restricted to. What we have today is hype men in governance. No, now. The only way that we are supposed to be seeing is physical infrastructure. Yes, I was the one who commended the flyover activity, and to be candid with you, I am following up that project Stricto Sensu. Just recently, we are seeing them carrying out series of soil tests. They are carrying out series of soil tests in respect to this. And I think, on our part, we must, as a matter of urgency, also commend the administration for that. And I have followed them stricto sensu. I've seen the series of soil tests being carried out. Initially, I thought they were digging borehole. I never knew that the goal was all about carrying out soil tests on engineering procedure. So, because we were actually told that that project is going to commence by December, to be candid with you, the first part of the project has commenced, which on our part, we also say thank you. But please, we must follow government with keen interest. Those who said, not me by English, let me tell you, every part of governance is important. What about if by tomorrow your government is going to represent your state in the Committee of Nations? Then the government is now asked, what is the budget of Edo in respect to managing the activity of UNDP, United Nations Development Program in Edo? Or what is the budget or what is the plan of the Edo state government in terms of percentage that will be added towards achieving the Millennium Development Goal, for an example? Then you now have such an embarrassing situation in the presence of Committee of Nations. Then you say, no me, we get all the better road. No. There are activities you must put into cognizance. Nobody is perfect. And some selected person, instead of agreeing to the fact that there was a mistake, there was a blunder, that ordinarily governance is a continuous process, and we must continue to give them opportunity, They are still saying, Obama not made the mistake. Obama not made the mistake. Are we not using mistake as a basis to adjudge the capacity of our people? These are factors we must put into consideration as a citizen. So for me, we advise Edo people that the governor of Edo State is not that dull to the extent that he cannot identify the amount of money he wrote and he stipulated that he's going to spend. Let's check if that figure was altered. If there's anything like budget padding, let's follow up and see what exactly is happening within the purview of the Halo chambers and what took place yesterday. Evil strive when good people decide to remain quiet and allow evil people to take charge of situation. It not concern me, has created this problem that we are in today. I, for one, I am not going to speak on the basis of political affiliation. I'm going to speak on the basis of sincerity, fairness, considering the fact that Edo belongs to us all. It's not about my party. But that was purely a gross misconduct. If ordinarily we want to truly check it, it falls within the purview of gross incompetence. Even if you want to embellish it, you want to make it look so clear, no worry, not me. No. We also need to check the activity of hype men. We are not saying that hype men should not, because hype men are human beings. But not be, hey, you are just at the front page of newspaper. Let's see those on ground manifesting. Government is discussing serious business with somebody, and we are watching it on camera, watching it on video. We are hearing, is that what governance is all about? Hype men activities. Even if the government is choosing to agree with the tag given to them in the past before the commencement of the administration, the government should also be careful not to fall into the mouth of those who actually said, and I quote, this government is a government of lions and tiger. I watched the video of one of the non-mindem. He said, despite the fact that he hated the Governor Baseki with passion, but throughout the administration, he not see one day say, Agberu go to shoot gun because of ticket. I screenshot that part. I carry on for future reference. So please and please, let's look very critically. Let's follow up. And also, the continuous press releases. Why they do that? They must ensure that the governor practices all what is written properly before coming to the public. During the elections campaign, we heard the story of security and insecurity. It was polished, and people were made to accept it based on the polished ideology. Another one again, let's see the defense mechanism that this set of people is going to deploy. But regardless, it was all, and we must jealously protect it. I just want to be laconic and direct to the point, because as I speak with you right now, you'll notice that I'm already ready for work-related activity. So for those who want to play politics with this, please do not play politics with things such as this. They are very, very grave and important. Now, let me give a classical example. All those who shouted, I am batified, I am batified, I am batified, their voices are all low. I have not seen anyone again writing I'm batified. Somebody called me and said, Usakunokuni abe borrow me smarty. I know see the person will be now say, my guy, even me, all of us know that the government where you bring. Why you tell me see that kind of money borrow you? How much this guy asked me so 30K? I get. Even if you see me with 60,000, for example, and you ask me 30K, believe you me, 60,000 may be in my pocket. I feel the whole credit of 70,000. So me self get 10,000 deficit. That is what the government has created. This is the only time in the history of Nigeria federal government is using palliative to fix roads in the southern part of the country. Believe me, if the average northerner be president, you know, see this Bini Agbo road. You know, see Bini Ekpoma road. You know, see Bini Lagos road, Bini Wari road. You know, see that kind of road for nothing, not possible. But here, they will come back again with concrete and sand. The reporter used to this city march and they'll say a palliative design for you to move this Christmas. Ordinarily, where are the federal road maintenance agency, FEMA, those days? Management and all. Where are they? Where are they? Where are this set of people today? Where are they? So for me, I think the government is not serious at the federal level, because if not, by now, we are seeing different stories to the extent that we are even using propaganda to rule over our people. Today, NNPC will work. Tomorrow, it's 80% completed. Any moment from now to be completed. Next tomorrow, we are loading already. Why all those activities to ridicule the activity of government? So I think Edo people, for those who say, hey, you know me, these are critical issues you must put into consideration in whatever you do. Because at the end of the day, now when you are playing football match between Man U and Chelsea, the winning or the losing not get any negative effect on the people. The winning nor losing. Hold on. The winning or losing does not really affect those who are supporters. But in politics, the winning or losing of a candidate determines how your life will be in the next 4 years. So both you, wait and say they say you be supporter. Or God, when things not right, quickly talk on. Because now the economy, now me and you day, it is hard to feed, not be child's play. You, no matter how rich you are today in Edo State or elsewhere, you cannot eat 3 times a day. It's either you get the money to eat it 3 times a day, activity and over stress not make you feel that 3 times complete, or you not get the money to eat at all. Something must stop you from eating the balanced diet or 3 times a day, as the case may be. So it's a problem of everybody and not a problem of one person. So you must, as a matter of urgency, be determined and be ready to speak the truth at all time. I just want to be brief. I'm Comrade Stanley Sakwinokwo, by the grace of God, the Coordinator General of Diaspora Connect Worldwide, the CEO Stanley Sadi Enterprise, in fact, the CFO man Edo State. Thank you and bye for now. Yes, this is Comrade Stanley Sakwinokwo, by the grace of God, the CFO man Edo State, and the Coordinator General Edo Diaspora Connect Worldwide. My fear in respect to Edo politics, my fear in respect to Edo politics. Please share this video. My fear in respect to Edo politics. Why people are portraying themselves on the inability for the governor of Edo State, His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo, to at least identify the figure in his budget presentation. I'm not worried about that. My only fear is the undertone and the visible fact that the inability or the inactions of the government buttresses to intelligent people from within the purview of Edo State. We should be worried about this situation. If it is difficult to identify these resources and the total cost implication of our budgetary plan, we should also know that the specific fear in this regard involves a situation where the executive governor of the state may end up signing documents that may not actually express his true intention. If $605 billion, 700 million, first, from billion you get to a million, from million you get to thousand, from thousand you get to hundred, then kobo, as the case may be. And if at the end of the day a supposed governor cannot truly identify what his budgetary allocation is, believe you me, we are in for a very long thing. And now the question is very explicit. Will you not be afraid as a citizen if the process of identifying that figure is cumbersome? Don't you think that if a document is placed at the front of the governor, and let's say the governor is expecting the sum of 700 million naira, for the fact that 7 showed at the front and maybe some other 30 have been added to make it 7 billion, since it is difficult to differentiate between what a million and a billion is, don't you think that those documents may be signed? Whereas on the part of the government, they may think that they just signed for 700 million. But when the money is leaving the account, we end up signing for 7 billion. They will be shocked to see bullion van coming to bail out Edo resources without stoppage. And if anybody should talk, document will be displayed validating the fact that the government in itself actually approved such resources. I'm not worried about the mistake. I'm only worried about the implication. And those who truly think they love Edo State should also understand that you mustn't play politics with everything. What happened in the Alo chambers was a glaring embarrassment, an orchestrated attack to the collective interest, intellectualism of Edo people. And I think for the fact that the situation is worrisome, an average Edo citizen should be worried about such development. Go to all the media houses. In our national politics and see the way they are discussing about this development. Also, go to Twitter and every other social media outlet and see the discussion of our people in respect to this situation. And you also agree to the fact, in Benin language, ukonoswo what in agbe reyin but my reke nana gbotiyen if I didn't have a being. I want to state this equivocally clear. Of a truth, do not correlate this situation with football game, where those who support Man U, nor Chelsea, nor Liverpool does not directly benefit, or when it is disadvantageous, affect spectators or supporters. What we have here, it is not an amateur dramatic play, nor a football game, or a game for recreation. It is a political game that directly affects those who supported and those who did not support, and also indirectly affect those who even did not vote at all, but for the fact that they live within the purview, or they live and interact within the purview of the local economy, the activities of government must affect them. So don't jettison the fact that there is a challenge already. The decision you make politically determines how your life will be managed in the next 4 years. And also get it clearly. Like the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, it wasn't a good administration. It did not also push Nigeria back to the Stone Age. Despite the fact that we recorded maladministration, but when we saw the real pain, we now agree to the fact that we are missing her who are little no meme. So you might have some 10 million naira in your account and you think it doesn't concern you. $10 million today is equivalent to 1 million naira of 2014. 10 million naira of today is equivalent to 1 million naira of 2014. What is the value of the Nigerian naira today? Before now, when we were giving speeches in our alma mater, we always try to coin in this technical terminology by saying that the situation is as worthless as Zimbabwean dollar. But as today, the situation is as worthless as the Nigerian naira. What is the purchasing power of your naira? According to Ambassador Dion Usagi, in one of his posts. An ardent supporter of the Okpebholo Progressive Congress and His Excellency Senator Monday Okpebholo, the Executive Governor of Edo State. John Osage said, and I quote, that he bought a land and built a residence on it. I cannot quote the figure rightly, but I can buttress the point within his assertion. He said, when he bought the big property, it was about $200,000, and the property as at then worth about, if I'm not mistaken, 40 million, if I'm not mistaken. And today, the property in Nigeria worth about 100 million or about 75 million, I don't know, which will be equivalent to $150,000 or $100,000. Is that not shortage? In Naira, you thought that the property has appreciated. But when it converted to the dollar, it was a mirage in investing in such property markets. So, nobody benefits from this current exchange rate. Some person will say, my brother will be abroad, he go send me euro. A man sends the sum of 200 euro to the family every month in 2016, in 2015, in 2010. They can buy a bag of rice, they can buy a bag of beans, they can stock their houses with food. And as at then, the total cost of about 200 euro may amount to about 120,000. Today, 200 euro, I don't change euro, maybe about 200,000. Thereabout or more. I know they change euro, so I don't know. Or more. The man who brought that 200 euro in 2016 or in 2014 did not change the amount of money he brought in 2024. He brought the same 200 euro. But when he changed the money in Benin, they will say, I 300 or 340,000. Then when they ask him again the next 1 month, please give us money for this month, he will say, did I give people 320,000? What is the value of that money? The 200 euro that you brought in 2016 is still the same 200 euro that you brought in 2024. But there is no more value again compared to the way it was. So nobody benefits from the exchange rate. A man brought a vehicle. I have 2013 Venza. During Jonathan regime, that Venza was 2.5 million naira. Just 2012. Today, go and price it, Sapler Road, it is 15.5 million. 16 or 15.5 million Toyota Venza. That's to tell you how bastardized the economy is. And the same reason why we find ourselves in this precarious situation is because we play politics with virtually everything. President Jonathan warned us and he told us, we refuse to listen. He said, and I quote, I'm the world's most insulted president. But when I leave power, you will know the freedom you enjoyed under my watch. We beat her here and there. We insult them. Those who are occupying the office of the presidency today, led alongside Pastor Tunde Bakare, Professor Wole Soyinka, and many others, including President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, protested against Jonathan. Some of us were in the street. We led that in Edo against the subsidy removal. Jonathan did not remove the entire subsidy. It was partial removal of subsidy. And we're having Shopee subsidy investment fund. Like Desmond, Itua, and many others, we are receiving money every month from Shopee. Today, we have removed all the subsidy. Where is the money? The president will tell you, go and ask the governor. Some people will say, do you know how much is the allocation that came? I saw some persons discussing in Abuja. They said they bought fuel about $1 billion, if I'm not mistaken. Those who were investigating said, buy fuel $1 billion. I laugh. What is $1 billion? When talking about a whole ministry, I come stand with Sazo Sakunokudi. In a day, they buy fuel 27,000, 30,000. The day when I will drive Benz, it will be 60,000. Time some and look at the number of vehicles. So there's no value as far as your money is concerned. But we were warned. We didn't listen. We said no, because we thought President Muhammadu Buhari is going to bring manners from heaven. If what we have today was what we actually have in the past, some of us were still the tenants. I started building my house. Smith was 1,000 naira per bag. I ended building my house. Smith was 2,500 naira per bag. Even under Buhari, before I entered 27. Let me tell you, there are Nigerians that will not build house till they die. They will just come to this life. They will die, they no gas. How can they build house? When what we have today, it is difficult for them to accept the truth that we have bad government in Nigeria. Bad government. I have told people, the only way Nigeria can develop is going to be through eye service, just as what we see in Edo today. Eye service. The new one won't come condemn the old one, say no work. He go by the do it. Let me say he like to work. He go by the do one, may spread the other one name. It is purely political eye service. It is not all about achieving the collective destiny of our people. It is purely political eye service. It is purely political eye service. Now, government have started. Ordinarily, government is supposed to be continual. Government is a continuous process. But as we speak today, government is no longer continual. All they wanted is to destroy the image of the previous. But you know what? Even if Nigeria does not have an enlightened citizens, it do have an enlightened citizen. It is no time. There is no time for earmark. We are in the era of iMark. We go to check government work and government activities. On getting to the site, government will take camera and run away from the physical development established by the previous administration. They will not show you that. They will go and show you the uncompleted building that is still under construction. They will want to show you uncompleted building that is still under construction. And we say government is a continuous process. If we go by the way of what we are saying today, would have ended government in the Oshomole regime. Since you guys expected Obaseki to fix everything, Oshomole should have just fixed everything, then we just forget about other governments. If all human challenge, excuse me please, Hello. Good afternoon. I'm aware, yeah. Yes. Yes. J is it one. Do say okay? Yeah, I know her. Okay. All right. J it one. Do the consent. All right, no problem. Thank you, Edo GIs. Yeah. We said sorry for that. They just called me from office. We said it is continuing. So at least to some extent, we should have ended administration under Okpebholo. But for the fact that there are challenges, continuous challenge, even if we must play politics of opposition or politics of trying to bastardize the image of others, but let's learn to be factual. The current administration went to Stella Obasanjo Hospital. All the better equipment and building wey Obasanjo be there, they're not showing. Now the one with the new approved for say make the start work, now they can't show. The current political leadership of Edo State, I want to be very direct that Okpebholo, who gave us signposts and said thank you ShopRite for coming to Edo. Now near to Mace Junction, now they put out the land was subjected to litigation. Court case wan kill that land. They put ordinary signpost. When they see the fence, the perimeter fence, where Obaseki put for former library, as they remove the perimeter, as they remove everything, they see reality. ShopRite and many more. They say, oh no, we will not accept, we will break them. Why? Because they were not able to build such. They only came in with signposts. Okpebholo have to enter when somebody make arm really manifest. Some people say, why would they go and demolish library and go and put ShopRite? What did they? I ask some of them this simple question. All the years without ShopRite, they did it. Without library, you don't ever stand there once go read. If you want hide anything for Nigerians, put am for inside book. You go abroad, come back, go there. Don't worry them. When my library at TB, I go to the library now with no man. Go and look at content creators. They are busy creating their content in the Benin Mall. Salute what you know achieve and give yourself opportunity to do your own. Whether we like it or not, what is happening today in Edo State is purely Okpebholo on the part of the previous administration. Forget that administration not give us regard in terms of Kalumba, honorarium, but we must say the truth at all times. I'm going to come back again. I'm Comrade Stanley Sakuno, by the grace of God, the Coordinator General Edo Diaspora Connect Worldwide, the CFO man, Edo State. Thank you and bye for now.
Now we don't hear from Comrade Stanley Sakuno. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things wey dey happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share am. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.